Hello my friends, welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies video. Today we're going to be showing you guys how to get the secret Dark Ops challenge done called Light 'em Up. Now, Light 'em Up is going to be a little bit tricky, but we're going to try to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to do this a little bit easier. What you want to do is use the big game augment for Napalm Burst and kill 10 ignited elite zombies in a single match. Now, most people are getting this done by like round 40, 45, 50, etc. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to get this done a little bit earlier, and hopefully this helps you guys out. If it does, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more. We do a variety of gaming content here on the channel, and of course, a lot of Call of Duty, and also we do a lot of Destiny as well. It's kind of like the two, I guess you could say, two of the core pillars here on the channel. But anyways, subscribe for more, and let's go ahead and jump straight into this. Now, what we're going to be wanting to do is actually equipping some very specific augments. Now, obviously, one of them is already listed in there, but you're going to want to go into the augments section, go to your ammo mods. You're going to be going to Napalm Burst, and you're going to want to equip the big game augment. Now, if you don't know how to unlock this, I'll explain that in just a quick second here, but you want to equip this one, which it allows basically Napalm Burst that can burn elite enemies, which is exactly what the calling card said. What it doesn't say though is how to help you out with that. So what we're going to also equip as the minor augment is Incendiary. Why? Because each damage tick has a small chance to spread to a nearby enemy, so that is going to be crucial for what we're going to be doing, and that also increases the likelihood of actually getting these elite zombies burning, so you can actually get this done. So make sure you equip both those. If you don't know how to unlock this, if you go to research augments instead, and you go over to the ammo mods, you're going to go down and select Napalm Burst and make sure that one's checkmarked. Right now you can see that I'm actually researching Shadow Rift, just trying to get that one done. But Napalm Burst, you want to get at least the first 3 unlocked. So the first one is going to be Extension. It's just a minor augment to increase the burn duration. We don't actually care about that as much. We want Big Game, which is going to be the second one, and Incendiary, which is going to be the third one. Now, no one seems to really understand how to properly unlock these. They don't know which XP actually contributes to getting these done. All I know is just play the game as much as you can, and you should be good to go. For me, going from Big Game to Incendiary, so from the second to the third unlock, it took about, I don't know, maybe 25-ish rounds on Terminus, just kind of like going through waves. So that, that's that. Take that as you will. So if this is locked though, if you see like a little locked kind of icon on the Napalm Burst itself, that means you can't even research it. Well, that just means you have to basically research other ones. So go through your list, whether it's field upgrades, ammo mods, Perca-Colas, and just research whatever's unlocked. And as you do more research and you unlock more augments of different things, eventually the actual, lock on Napalm Burst will become, well, it'll disappear, and you'll actually be able to go ahead and research it. So if that is your case, that's how you're going to get it done. You're going to research other augments first, and as you unlock other kind of augments for other areas, eventually that'll unlock. So once you've unlocked those, we're going to go ahead, we're going to jump into a game, set up whatever weapon you want. I would recommend something that's like it has a little bit of range, and that is automatic. So I would recommend like an AR of sorts or whatever. You can use whatever you want. It's not super important. Now, once we're actually into the game, we're going to be going into Liberty Falls for this one, and what we're going to be wanting to do is going to be setting up as if we're doing the Easter eggs. So you want to craft the jet gun. If you don't know how to do that, there's a guide on my channel. I'm going to leave a playlist link in the description below. It's a bunch of Black Ops 6 zombies guides, so if you find anything else in there that's interesting and useful to you, then there's that as well. But in that playlist, you're going to also find how to do the Easter egg and also how to build a jet gun. So in the Easter egg guide, you're going to find as well the next step, which is what we're going to want to do after we build the jet gun, is build the LTG device. Okay, now we need to build the LTG device because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making the high value target spawn. So once you build that, if you know how the Easter egg kind of goes and sets up, there's 2 different locations. There's one kind of close to spawn, and then there's one in the cemetery. And we're just going to go to the one in the cemetery because it's closer to start with. But we're going to go there. We're going to spawn in the high value target. Now to do that, there's going to be waves of like zombies and stuff coming at the device, trying to shut it down. You got to keep the zombies away for a period of time, and then a high value target's going to spawn. Now, if the abomination spawns, then what we're going to want to do is there's 2 different things you can do. It's up to you. You can choose how you want to do this. You can either completely restart the whole game and do the whole process over, or what I think is a little bit quicker personally is to just do the rest of the Easter egg part. So go grab the canister out of the church and do the whole thing as you would. Again, you can watch the Easter egg guide if you don't know how to do that. But you're going to do the whole canister thing. You're going to lower the abomination, get it into that trap, and get its soul into the canister, and then deposit the canister in the church. After you do that, you're going to be able to pick up the LTG device and go to the second location. And then the second one is definitely going to be the Mangler, which is the one we're looking for. If you get the Mangler in the first try, great. If you don't, like I said, you can either just do the rest of the Easter egg part so you can then bring the LTG device to the second location, or you can just restart the whole thing. But I personally think restarting the whole thing takes a little bit longer. So what we're going to do is once we do get the Mangler to spawn as the high value target, we're going to be doing something very specific. And so basically at this point, what we're going to be wanting to do is we can actually get rid of the jet gun. I'm going to go basically be buying the, I think it's the ASG shotgun or whatever it's called. Basically, it's right between where the comic book shop is when you go up the stairs, going towards Speed Cola. It's kind of right on the wall right there. Anyways, or you can just kind of bring it in with you if you want to, and then just grab a different weapon or whatever you want to do. But we need a powerful weapon, which I think is the shotgun is your best bet for this. So again, I highly recommend the ASG shotgun. And then we want just our garbage weapon, which is going to be our AR or whatever that we brought into the game or that we got it off a wall by or whatever. So on the garbage weapon, we're going to be equipping Napalm Burst, okay? When I say garbage, we don't want to upgrade it because we're not trying to kill enemies with this. We're just trying to activate Napalm Burst with it. That's all we're trying to do. So we're just putting Napalm Burst on the automatic weapon. That's going to be garbage. And then we're going to be getting, again, I highly recommend this shotgun. And the shotgun you can upgrade. You can go ahead, you can pack a punch it, whatever. I actually recommend doing that because it'll be a little bit easier to do what we're doing. And so what you want to do is all of that. You can do all of this before you actually spawn the high value target. You don't have to wait till after that. But what we're going to be doing is once the high value target spawns, we're going to be lowering its health significantly. You're going to get it as low as you feel comfortable with. You don't want to get it so low where it's just literally just one hit, because then if you accidentally hit it, then you might just mess up. So you want to get it low enough where it just takes maybe a couple shots of the shotgun or something, and you can just take it out a little bit easy. So when it starts emanating that purple essence, you want to get it to kind of that area, but then a little bit lower than that. So it's, again, it's just going to be a few shots. And again, it's going to be a little bit harder to kill the high value target the higher rounds that you go. So just keep that in mind as well. You want to obviously be upgrading your shotgun as you go along. But what we're going to be essentially doing is getting it low health, and then we're going to be training zombies around it. And it is a little bit tricky, and it is a little bit annoying, and it is a little bit frustrating. But this is probably going to be your easiest, best bet to get this calling card and Dark Ops challenge done. We're going to be training zombies around it. We're going to be trying to activate the Napalm Burst on those zombies. Now, the reason why we wanted that other augment that I told you a second ago, not just obviously the big game one. Of course, we need the big game one because that's part of the actual being able to get Napalm Burst, burning elite enemies. But we wanted incendiary because it also, each damage tick has a small chance to spread to nearby enemies. So when you're shooting zombies that are close to this Mangler, what's going to happen is that sometimes the fire is going to jump over to the Mangler. And if you see that happen, as soon as the fire jumps over to the Mangler, you want to switch over to your shotgun and annihilate that Mangler, that high value target, instantly. Because if you don't, if the fire goes away, even just a split second before you finish it off, it's not going to count. But if it's still on fire and you just destroy it, you just destroy the high value target, it's going to count as one of your 10. You got to do this 10 different times. Now, it is worth noting, through all of this, I did a little bit of testing. Abominations. So there's going to be random abominations that are going to be spawning throughout as you go through wave. It works on them. So if you want to just kind of go ahead and get them very, very low as well, you can go ahead and do that. You get them low. You do the same thing with the abominations. You could pop a couple heads or something. Be careful on the third head. I've had, instances where I did pop all three and I was fine because it still had a little bit of health. But obviously in the earlier rounds, especially, you can end up just killing the abomination. But get the abomination low and do the exact same thing. It's a little bit harder with the abomination because the abomination is always like storming and like just charging, I guess, if you will, and doing those kind of big blasts with its heads. Even if it has no heads, it still manages to find a way to do it anyways, so which is kind of weird. But anyway, so it's a little bit harder with the abominations, but you can do it. I would highly suggest doing it whenever you can, and do the same thing. Get some zombies around the abomination, try to trigger the napalm burst. And again, the napalm burst triggering is a little bit RNG, obviously. You just gotta just tap a couple bullets in zombies. You don't have to spray. I had a hard time doing that. I kept spraying because I was just like, I gotta spray. But the point is, you just gotta tap a couple bullets, and it's just a random activation, even just upon one bullet. So that's kind of the idea. And then just also hope that the RNG favors you and that the fire spreads from the zombie over to the abomination or the high value target. Now, I also tried this with Manglers, but I'm not sure that they counted. The reason I say this is because I kept a counter through my game of how many zombies I killed, or or like, so basically I had one counter for how many high value targets I had killed, and one counter for how many abominations and normal manglers mixed together. I probably should have separated those two, the manglers and the abominations, but basically what I discovered, and I kind of remembered roughly about how many abominations I'd killed. Between abominations and normal manglers, I'd killed 11 in this way that I was pretty sure they were on fire when I killed them. I was like 90%, 95% sure. And I'd killed 7 high value targets this way. But it wasn't until I killed the 7th high value target this way that I got the calling card to actually pop. And so that would end up equaling 18 total, which makes no sense. So I tried to think back to roughly about how many abominations I killed, and I think I killed about roughly 3 abominations, ironically. Maybe 4, which could have given me a little bit of wiggle room that, you know, maybe one of them I messed up. So I don't think the normal manglers count for this for whatever reason. It doesn't seem to be the case. It seems to only be that the abominations that spawn, and then of course the high value targets, that mangler, that one counts, but it seems the normal manglers just don't count. And I was 100% sure on many instances that the normal manglers were actually lit up on fire. Like they were evidently clearly on fire, and I killed them, and it just didn't work for some weird reason. So again, from my testing personally, you can test this yourselves and let us all know in the comment section below, but it seems that only the high value target mangler or the high value target abomination or the normal abominations will work, not the normal manglers for this. I don't know. It's just very, very weird. So nonetheless, this is the way I did it. This is the method that I went about doing it. And I, you know, although it is a little bit tedious, I felt like it was a lot less tedious because, like I said, I'm hearing that people doing this, you know, the normal way without doing the high value target method is getting up to like, you know, around 40, 45, 50, and which is just like, that gets a little bit kind of hectic. Whereas me, I think I did my last one in between 20 and 25. I think, I can't remember. You guys can see the footage on screen when it actually pops, but I think it was like round 23. So once you get it done, just keep doing it. And you might be thinking like, man, like I definitely got 10 done by now. That's what I thought, but keep going. Trust me. You know, it might just be that you messed one up or something. Just, you know, the game is a little finicky with certain things counting and popping. So, you know, let's be honest in that regard. So just keep at it. Like I said, you know, between the normal manglers as well, it got up to like a counter of 18 for me. But if you're going at it and if you're doing it the right way, you should be able to get it, and you're going to have your calling card pop, and that's going to be that. You're going to have another Dark Ops challenge done. And it's also worth noting, you only need 15 out of 18 of these challenges done to get the special secret Dark Ops, you know, the one for where it's called like 100% Dark Ops Mastery, that calling card, which is pretty cool. It's like a zombie turning to a wolf or whatever. Anyways, whatever. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you have any other tips and tricks regarding this or anything else, let me know. Again, check out all the other guides that are up on the channel. If you want to see anything else from me regarding Black Ops 6 Zombies or anything else, Black Ops 6 or gaming or whatever, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this one, leave a like, subscribe for more, and until the next one, game on. I'll see you guys soon. Hey you! What are you doing? Join the Skeleton Army! Do it today! Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow might never come. The Earth is gonna fade, that's inevitable. The next second of your life's not even promised, so you better think about where you're going, and you might as well just join the Skeleton Army. Plus, we do kind of like you a little bit, so it'd be nice to see you around here. But if you don't want to, hey, your loss. See you later!